Hi there, I'm Dr. Geoff Lyons. I help people who are a little bit more holistically minded but struggling with stress or relationship problems really move back into balance by adding a spiritual or energetic element to their wellness journey. And there are many reasons why people engage with me, but often they value a more natural approach to health and wellness, or they might be exploring their spirituality, and that's important to them. Often there's a little bit of hesitancy to engage with mainstream health professionals. Either they've lost a little bit of trust in that system, or they're concerned that their values will be met with skepticism. And there are a few domains I'm working in when I work with someone. The first is at this mind level. And when we're working with the mind, we're working both with the conscious mind, that's the thoughts and values and beliefs that we're aware of, and also working at the unconscious level, which is really often having a huge impact on our behaviors. So this domain of the mind includes psychotherapy, or sometimes that's called talking therapy. Now, this is what counselors, psychologists, social workers, psychiatrists, this is what those professions use. But it might also include hypnotherapy, and those processes work more with the unconscious mind. But also, when I'm working at a mind level, sometimes that might include relationships work. The next domain is with the body. A lot of emotional distress is trapped in the somatics, or it's in the energy of the body. That might include energy psychology. This is a relatively new field that has various techniques that can be used to clear and harmonize the energy of the body. But at this domain also might include yoga or meditation, such as teaching a person a little bit of breath work or helping them set up a daily meditation practice. And it also includes looking at the nutrition of the body and their exercise habits and getting a sense of how is this person actually nourishing themselves. So when we're working in this spiritual domain, we're really making space for a person to strengthen their connection with God, with spirit, and really honor that. And so often as I'm talking to someone, as we're doing counseling work, I might be allowing any intuitive guidance to come through that's coming to me from spirit, or allowing the client themselves to just be aware of any intuitive guidance that's coming through to them. A large part of my work is also providing shamanic healing or spiritual healings. And so when I'm providing a healing with someone, often I will be using things like a healing drum. Sometimes that's called a medicine drum. There's been drums used by cultures and healers across time. And that's really good for opening sacred space, for clearing the energy of the body. Or I might be using sacred smoke, for example, again to clear the energy, or just channeling energy through for the individual. And people generally find that they'll leave those feeling deeply relaxed. Sometimes they might do some journeying work during a healing session where they might travel to another place in them in their consciousness, another place, or connect with another life that maybe they've lived, or maybe it's an ancestral life. It's hard to explain, but they will just feel lighter, more hopeful. And so it's a really beautiful experience to have. So this spiritual domain is really fundamentally important to my work, and it's what makes me different from other mainstream psychologists or counselors, and people who are more in that medical system. But what I really want to emphasize is that this work, it is exciting, but we also don't need to over dramatize it, and we don't want to become ungrounded. Spirit works mostly through the normal rather than the abnormal. So thanks for listening. I hope that all makes sense. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out, and wishing you all the best on your journey.